Nothing will stop this show!
さて、
Hey, come on!
イメージ通りに動けよ。俺。
Round 1. Ready? Go! Player 1 takes an early lead. Okay. Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Goodbye. Rock him! Rock him! Rock him! Rock him! Kick him out! Rock him! Rock him! Crack you! Goodbye! Power chest! KO! Player 2 wastes no time evening the score.
今天能做个好梦啊！
Might burn to fight. Ready? Go!
痛いぞ！にゃっ！あちゃー！いくぞ！
This is match point for player 1.
Yes. 始めようか。
Round 4. Ready? Go!
残影剣。残影剣。昇竜だ。空波だ。昇竜だ。空波だ。甘いな。残影剣。
KO! May the best anchor win.
See you next time. しゃあ行くぜ。
Final round. Ready? Go!
行くぜ。No! 負けて。
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble. Winner!
その根性は悪かね。次にリングで会う時まできちっと腕磨いとけよ。